Why play Rakan Support? Well, he has insane mobility, he has top tier engage, he's a beast at picks and teamfights, and he gets very easy roaming takedowns. However, he is squishy for an engaged focused support, and he is reliant on having teammates to follow up his engage and help him escape. Rakan's passive is he periodically gains a shield. Attacks and abilities against enemy champions lower the cooldown of this passive. In addition, if Xayah is in the game, he has another passive, where if either of them backs on top of the other one also backing, they can join their back for a faster base. Rakan's Q is a straight line skill shot which deals damage to the first enemy hit. If this hits an enemy champion or epic monster, he heals himself and all nearby allies after a 3-second delay. He can make this heal proc even faster by touching an allied champion. Rakan's W is a skill shot which dashes him in a direction, creating a circle on the floor which after a short delay knocks up enemies within and damages them. This is his bread and butter and amazing engage. Rakan's E is a point and click ability which can only be used on an allied champion. It causes him to dash to the ally, granting them a shield. This ability can be used once more within 5 seconds, and if this ability targets Xayah, he's able to dash even further. Rakan's ultimate grants him a massive amount of additional movement speed along with ghosting for 4 seconds. During this time, any enemy champion he collides with takes damage and becomes charmed and slowed. In addition, whenever he collides with an enemy champion, his ultimate lasts slightly longer, and after he collides with the first champion, he gets an additional massive burst of decaying movement speed. For combos, a great engage tool is to use E onto a friendly champion into your W knockup. Follow up with a Q and an auto attack before dashing back out as needed. Your all-in combo is very similar with E into W and Q before following up with ultimate and applying it to as many champions as possible, using your second E to either get to safety or drag your ultimate through more enemies. For matchups, Rakan does very well into champions you can easily engage on and disengage as needed. However, he can struggle against champions who can lock him down or simply blow him up. For runes, Guardian works incredibly well to synergize with his kit. For build orders, start Relic Shield and Pot into Battle Song and Tier 2 boots. After this, a Chemtech Putrefier and Redemption are great pickups before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill orders, start W then E then Q before maxing W then E then Q, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, stick Flash and Ignite. Starting the game, how you play is going to depend on your matchup. Firstly, against melee engaged supports, you're going to be looking to poke as much as possible with auto attacks and your Q. Every time they attempt to get a minion, punish them for it. Outside of poking, you'll rarely want to be the one engaging, as the pressure is purely on them to engage on you to stop getting poked. Every time they try to engage on you, simply dash your carry, damage them as they walk away, and re-engage with W as needed. Being able to avoid their engage, then re-engage on them when they've got no cooldowns available is deadly. Against Enchanter and Bully supports, it's far more your job to engage. As you lose all poke and harass fights, you want to take as many trades as possible. Attempt to get brush control and wait for your opportunity to land a W. This ability does surprisingly high damage, and if your carry is able to follow up, you should be able to put out some serious damage before simply dashing away to safety. When you hit level 6, you have amazing kill pressure as you bring a ton more damage, CC, and mobility. So any opportunity to go for an all-in and get a kill, go for it. In addition, your roams are incredible, so if you're ever able to get away from your carry, roam with your jungler or look mid to get 2 lanes ahead. Enter in the mid game, you want to take your tower and roam mid with your carry. This will allow the two of you to siege from map control and easily roam for objectives and skirmishes. Entering late game teamfights, Rakan is great at both engaging and peeling for your carries. If you're able to start a fight by knocking up and charming one of their carries, it can make the fight incredibly easy for your team. This works especially well if one of your allies goes in, so you can dash to them first before getting the easy knock up. After this, keep frontlining or dash back to protect your carry.